it. What? You're on your phone?
Oh,
in the box.
OK, sorry.
Actually, I'll put mine away.
Yeah, do it.
People seem to be glued to their mobile phones, so a restaurant chain is trying to change that by trialling a ban on phones at the dinner table.
Yeah, Frankie and Benny's waiters will ask diners to hand over their mobile phones when they enter the restaurant and place them into a box just like this. If they do that as well, it means the kids will eat for free, under 14, if they order from the children's menu, so there's an incentive there. But is it really necessary to lock up our phones to limit screen time during meals?
Why have we lost all discipline? Why are we more obsessed with our phones than the people who are actually in the room with us? We're joined by TV presenter Johnny Ball, who thinks restaurants taking people's phones away is a genius idea. Tina Malone says restaurants should keep their hands off our mobiles. Very good morning to you both.
Good morning, good morning.
Johnny, why have we lost all discipline? How come
I
people
don't know,
can't
it's
stay off?
frightening.
Isn't
It is frightening. We're lucky. I went in the forces and within 5 minutes I was au fait with 30 people in a room.
Yes.
And suddenly you got on with everybody. And I've always done that. When at Butlins used to be so wonderful, where everybody congregated and it was just wonderful. And I've come through that all through my life, where we communicate. My dad always communicated with everybody, you know. So I hate it when I see people on phones.
Yeah.
And you go in shopping centres and you see people that sit down and go, or they're in the pub together. People going together and they're on the phone and never even talk to each other. Never mind anybody else.
So you can understand, Tina, can't you? Johnny's been there and he thinks, hold on, we've lost the art of communication, particularly people when you're together. However, you don't think this is a good idea?
No, because, I mean, no disrespect to you, you're a legend, Johnny, but I'm an old fuddy-duddy, right? I still have my Nokia, and everybody laughs. You know, in a Fendi bag, I have a Nokia, £20 Nokia.
In a Fendi bag?
I have a young child, and unfortunately, we have to move with the times. Progression says if my school need to get hold of me, or my agent, if I've got a job, if I'm lucky enough to get one, you know, you need to have your phone with you. We have to move. If you're talking about people sitting like that, my opinion is, if parents need to be told, put your phone down to socially interact with your children, you shouldn't really have children. What kind of... If you're on your phone constantly... You need educating. I take my daughter with the dogs to the woods. I take her to the theatre. I do craft with her. Shouldn't we be talking more about what we're doing with families? Because I agree with you. I mean, I do think the art of communication has lost. You know, we met people years ago on a date or whatever in a bar. You didn't go, let's get on this and meet someone. You know, so I do agree. But I think... Somebody telling me in a restaurant to put my phone down and you're going to take my phone off me is taking away all rights.
No, you have to do it in theatres especially.
How much do you use your phone? Do you... I mean...
I hardly use it at all. I will use it today to say, I'm in the car, 30 minutes.
But, Johnny, is that because you're from a different generation, so actually you didn't have them in the first place?
I think so.
I'm the same generation, though. I'm...
You're nowhere near as old as me.
Seriously? Oh, but I bet you I am. Listen, my husband went the other day to me, you look like an old woman in something, and I went, 4 years, I will be. 60 in 4 years.
One of the...
I've only got 20... I'm only 24.
You use your phone as a phone.
I
use it as a communications device.
Absolutely.
The trouble is, what I think we've all got used to is using it as a distraction when we haven't got anything else to do.
Yes.
And suddenly it sort of is the only thing we're doing. We're scrolling
Because the younger
Instagram
generations seem
and
to be... I don't sit like that.
No.
I know what I look like. I don't need people to show me. Not that I particularly want to look all the time.
we don't communicate with other people. That's the problem.
Well,
We're shutting ourselves off from other
We've had a
people.
huge response socially on this, as I'm looking at this, not listening to you, from people, and lots of people saying absolutely agree, should be no phones at the table. Tyler's got a brilliant idea. Me and my friends stack our phones on top of each other at meals. Whoever picks their phone up first has to pay the bill.
That's
Wonderful.
There's a challenge.
Wonderful.
That's a brilliant challenge.
But I'm talking about, seriously, on a serious note, emergencies. We have to move with the times. We have children that get into difficulties at school and stuff like that.
No, we're worrying
and
too
you
much.
need to be
No,
contacted.
we're worrying too much. No, we're worrying altogether too much.
Sarah says people should be free to do what they wish.
Generation,
You're worrying every
day and
point
age,
of
we're
the day.
not.
No, we are.
I think emergency contact is one thing.
Yeah.
Boredom, and I'm not
I
that
don't sit on
interested in
Facebook and all social media. I'm
but-
not talking for that. I'm talking about to be able to be contacted in case a job comes up.
I know
or
waiters.
whatever.
I know waiters and waitresses who will not actually approach anybody on their phone at the table. They leave them. You can stay there all day. We're not going to even say the way around.
Yeah, because it's bad manners. Bad manners.
I was once out with Zoe, very quickly, and she was flirting with all the waiters. She was very young. And she was flirting with all the waiters and ignoring me, as though she was on a mobile phone. So I put my hand on Zoe's hand on the table and looked into her eyes, and she suddenly went, "It's me, Dad!"
It's bad manners to be on a phone when you're with somebody anyway.
It really
It's
is.
bad manners.
Be with the people in the room. Tina, Johnny, thank you
Love
very
you
much.
too. Thank you.
So
Pleasure.
nice
Thank
to
you.
see you.